Atlantis, the foundation for fifth dimensional living. Hello, I'm Diana Cooper.
Hello, and I'm Tim Wilde.
We have co-written the Archangel Guide to Enlightenment and Mastery, Living in the Fifth Dimension, under the guidance and direction of Archangel Metatron, and this recording is based on the information in the book. Enlightenment is about seeing everything from a wider and higher perspective. The angels see the light in your heart. They see the higher selves of people holding hands and know that it's only their egos that are quarreling or hurting each other or creating drama. From an angelic viewpoint, there is only love. And at the fifth dimensional level, we are all one.
Mastery is about taking responsibility for yourself and your life. When you absolutely accept that you have chosen or attracted all those challenges and difficult people, you can change your attitude towards them or change your energy so that you can draw in better and brighter things. This sets you free to follow the destiny of your soul.
We are currently living in a 20-year window of opportunity between 2012, which marked the end of the Atlantean era, and 2032, which is the very beginning of the new Golden Age of Aquarius.
Now, for the first time since the Golden Era of Atlantis, everyone can become an enlightened master. You can be a walking master.
The help available to us is awesome. Higher energies and mighty beings are gathering to assist us. We can accept their light, and this will trigger our own enlightenment and mastery.
In the Golden Era of Atlantis, everyone lived at a fifth dimensional level, in togetherness, cooperation and harmony. They only did what gave them soul satisfaction and spent much time in creativity and relaxed enjoyment. They could relax to a cellular level. This helped them to hold their frequency high at all times.
The Golden Era of Atlantis is the template for how we will live in the new Golden Age. It is the foundation for who we can be. And after 2032, once we have absorbed the basics, we will raise our frequency much higher and bring in a wonderful new way of living with technology beyond our current comprehension.
Soon, we will start right at the beginning before a new soul was even conceived, just as they did in those halcyon times. If a couple wanted to get married, they visited the priest who checked that their auras were mentally, emotionally, spiritually and physically compatible.
Bringing in a baby and caring for it was considered to be one of the most important spiritual tasks anyone could undertake in a lifetime. So when they were ready for a baby, they would meditate, often with a whole family, to discover what kind of soul they could best serve. A few possible spirits would visit them and check the family out.
This still happens, of course, but for most people, this is no longer a conscious part of the plan. In that age it was, because their sacral chakras were fifth dimensional and full of transcendent love. Physical sex was not particularly important to them. It was a means to draw in a soul.
So after the family and the incoming soul made their agreement, the physical act took place which connected the soul to the mother's body. When it was born, that baby was welcomed, loved and nurtured, not just by the parents and immediate family, but by the entire community.
And when it was a few weeks old, the parents took the baby to the priest again, and he checked on the child's past lives and the gifts and talents they had brought with them. These would then be encouraged and developed by the family and the community. This guaranteed the child would find soul satisfaction, and soul satisfaction is essential for fifth dimensional living. It is time now to find work that makes you feel happy and fulfilled.
And the child's education would be designed specifically for its highest purpose. Children learnt in relaxed, warm, welcoming temples, filled with quiet music that helped them to absorb the information. The more we can do to help children feel belonging and give them appropriate education, the more quickly everyone will be fifth dimensional.
So every adult had a happy, confident, relaxed, loved inner child with them. What a wonderful foundation to be an enlightened master. Nowadays, you are asked to parent your own inner child wisely so you feel confident, happy, relaxed, and loved.
Masculine and feminine energies were in perfect balance in the Golden Era of Atlantis. All structures were curved and waters flowed around them. However, for the past 10,000 years, we have lived in an angular masculine-dominated world. Now change is happening, and the Christ light and divine feminine energy is pouring in to help us rebalance.
In the Golden Era of Atlantis, the people loved and understood crystals. They attuned to the elementals within the crystals, and these beings worked directly with humans. Some crystals housed mighty beings and still do. It is time for us to attune to the elementals or the mighty beings inside the crystals and to do work with them once again.
It was this ability to connect to the spirits within the crystals that allowed the extraordinary crystal technology to come forward in Atlantis. We are destined to learn from the ancient Atlanteans and bring in truly awesome spiritual technology in the future.
Even young children in school were able to put a crystal to their third eye and download the information it contained. Many people are learning to do this once again.
Gratitude, service, worship, and attunement to the divine were an essential part of their day-to-day lives. The high priests and priestesses could access the Temple of Poseidon, which housed the Sphinx and the Great Crystal. They did this by levitation, flying, or reporting. The new volunteers did not have the capacity to reach the Temple of Poseidon, so the first thing they did was to build temples in each of the 12 zones.
As I say the names of the temples, relax and let the vibration it carried and radiated into the world flow through you. The Temple of Love, Temple of Sound, Temple of Truth, Temple of Healing, Temple of the Sun, Temple of the Moon, Temple of the Animals, Temple of Wisdom, Temple of the Sea, Temple of Nature, Temple of the Night, and the Temple of the One True Light.
As the Golden Age progressed, the people talked to dolphins, who carry so much spiritual information and knowledge. All the Atlanteans were psychic and could see their dragons, their angels, and their unicorns. They were actively aware of all the spiritual help available to them.
The most important thing the people of Golden Atlantis are reminding us to do is to relax. They could relax right down to a cellular level.
Imagine a life where every muscle is relaxed. Your body is totally healthy. Your mind is calm and clear, and you always feel loved and belonging. This ensures your 12 strands of DNA can connect and activate, enabling your psychic gifts and powers to become available. That is their true legacy to us.
Here is a meditation to take you back to the Golden Era of Atlantis to help you to become an enlightened master in this lifetime. Many of you listening to this will have had lives as highly evolved spiritual souls in Atlantis.
We will be returning to Golden Atlantis to activate your deep master connection to the incredible era in our history. We will be meeting the angels, dragons, and masters of Atlantis, as well as embodying a vast download of crystalline Atlantean light.
After this deep meditation, we will follow the ancient path to the Temple of Poseidon to connect with the Amethyst skull of Atlantis. This will greatly expand your energies for your pathway to enlightenment.
As we now navigate this ascension process, our memories and connections to Golden Atlantis are returning. And not just our memories, our powers and master abilities also. These are accessed as we work with our awesome Soul Star chakra.
The angels and the dragons of Atlantis worked on a very specific light frequency. They have trained specifically to attend Earth at this time and have stayed to assist ever since. They are incredibly powerful.
Many ascended masters will be joining you for this meditation. Some you may already know, and some you have not yet met. Be open and ready to receive their innate love and light.
Now it is time to relax. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Visualize yourself surrounded by pure golden light.
As the gold ray of Christ integrates with your cells, be aware of the mighty, Christed Atlantean dragons creating a sacred space around you.
Feel them moving around you, clockwise and anti-clockwise. Ask them to clear your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies. Every facet of you is being completely purified.
Feel the dragons, in particular, working on your emotional body. They are removing all traces of the cellular blueprint that may have carried through from the fall of Atlantis many years ago.
Feel and visualize this energy being released to the light forever.
As the dragons gently work upon you, be aware that you're being joined by archangels and ascended masters.
The illuminated beings of Atlantis are joining you, one by one, raising the vibration of you and your room to the highest level possible. So now greet Archangel Michael, Shamuel, Gabriel, Uriel, Zadkiel, Jophiel, and Raphael.
Universal angels Metatron and Christiel are also present.
Now, Serapis Bey, Lord Vuzlu, Sanit Kamara, Pallas Athena, Lady Nada, Venus, Kuan Yin, Thoth, Ra, Anubis, Sananda Kamara, Hilarion, and Commander Ashtar are also here with you.
Many others may take this opportunity to join. Let them introduce their energies to the field of golden consciousness. Be aware that you are now a unified circle of pure Atlantean light.
Gently letting your mind drift now. Feel the scenery and your inner vision change. Gently bring your attention to your third eye center.
You are at the bottom of a long winding path that extends up the side of a mountain. The air is crisp, bright and clean. You can see beautiful, lush countryside for miles around. The sun is shining. Birds greet the morning, and a gentle breeze follows you as you start the ascent.
After a short climb, the path reaches a corner that turns sharply uphill. On this corner stands an ancient and beautiful tree in the full pink bloom of spring. This tree marks the start of the path to the Temple of Poseidon. At the bottom of the tree, myriads of flowers and crystals have been placed by others who have walked before you.
In your mind, place your offering at the foot of the tree. Say a prayer in positive terms for the world and its ascension development. Bless the tree and start the ascent to the top.
The path is long and steep, but has been walked many times before, every day on the pilgrimage to the great temple.
The masters lead the way. Take in the view as you climb higher and higher. The air starts to grow thinner, but a perceptible buzz of energy fills the air.
Suddenly you stop to look at the magnificent sight before you. The Temple of Poseidon, built to touch the heavens and connect this energy deep into the earth, stretches into the clouds above.
The structure is vast, built from a sparkling mixture of orichalcum, a metal from Venus, clear quartz and deep grey stone. Golden symbols of light adorn the walls, and you start to approach the gate, and you see it as a shimmering field of energy.
There are blue energy spirals coming from the tips of the great tall spires, and from the front of the temple a waterfall cascades from the top of the mountain, flowing directly through the centre of the structure.
You have reached the top of the world. The view is breathtaking.
And now, prompted by Lord Vouslew, you enter the gate and step into the Temple of Poseidon.
Waiting there to greet you is Thoth. This is the home of the high priests and priestesses. Years of dedication went into creating this haven of light, and from here all other temples of Atlantis are connected as one.
Thoth leads you through a courtyard into an arched circular room. Everything is built to flow. There are no corners. Light and energy flow perfectly through this place unhindered.
The beautiful circular room is filled with pillars encrusted with high-frequency gems and crystals. They appear to be radiating their own light.
Directly in the centre of the room is a circular altar, and resting upon it a life-size and intricately carved amethyst skull.
This skull is the Atlantean Master Skull, containing the combined love and spiritual knowledge of generations of the priesthood.
Lord Vouslew joins Thoth and indicates that you should sit in a circle surrounding the skull.
Take a few moments to sit, relax, and breathe deeply. Drink in the silence and the pure, ascended frequency of this temple.
And as your mind becomes still, with your eyes closed, you become aware of your heart unifying in a circle of pure light with the others.
Then the skull speaks to you. It has an ascension gift, a picture or a memory to share.
Take this as the first thing that is given to you and receive it deep within your third eye.
Breathing calmly and deeply, be aware that you have received a huge blessing. It will be perfect for whatever next step is to occur in your life.
And after this energy has fully integrated, Serapis Bey steps forward.
He is holding in his hands the pure white ascension flame. He places this in your 12 chakra system.
So feel the white flame illuminate your stellar gateway,
Your soul star chakra,
your causal,
your crown,
your third eye,
your throat,
your heart,
your solar plexus,
your navel,
your sacral,
your base,
and finally your earth star chakra.
So feel now these chakras light up, purified, and fully open to their maximum capacity.
As Serapis Bey finishes his work, he speaks.
Beloved Atlantean Master, welcome home. This beautiful temple is a testament to our amazing abilities to create heaven on earth.
The gift of the pure white ascension flame has prepared your already active ascension chakras to receive back the Atlantean light codes that you earned many years ago. These codes will assist you to aspire to the highest potential that your soul has to offer. They will help you to bring yourself and Earth fully into the fifth dimension. Blessings, walking Master of Light.
Serapis now steps forward to lead the way out. As you walk back through the courtyard, he takes a detour past a huge, central cathedral-like room. Looking up above you, a huge quartz crystal is suspended hundreds of meters in the air, catching the sun's rays and beaming them out all around the Atlantean continent.
You continue back the way you came, through the gates, and saying farewell to the Temple of Poseidon, start the descent back down the path. The air grows warmer as you descend to the light gravel track, and finally you reach the ancient flowering tree.
Just pause briefly beneath this tree, silently giving thanks for the beautiful gifts you have received. And finally, calling upon Archangel Sandalphon to ground you back into this physical reality, come back to where you started.
Take a few deep breaths. Open your eyes and shine your Atlantean mastery.